What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Conversation Station. This episode, we're going to be reviewing Juice WRLD's new album, The Party Never Ends. This album has been anticipated for quite a while, and everybody's been waiting since the last album for this one to essentially drop. People have known about the name of this album since pretty much the last one was around, so everybody's been, all the fans at least have been extremely excited, but also very skeptical. The last album was, in my opinion, very good, handled very well, and it was extremely enjoyable. I liked pretty much the entire album, front to back, and this album's no different. I really enjoyed it. I think, with as much music as Juice has out there, I think the label did the very best that they could with putting together, what they had. As far as what went on behind the scenes with producers and who got to put their hands on it and things like that. That's just one of those things that we're just gonna have to get over. And it's one of those what if things where what if this person got to do it, what if this person got to do it, what if Juice was alive and got to do it. So many questions. But obviously this is the body of work that we're left with. This is the final album. Whether or not it'll actually be the final album, time will only tell. Sales will probably only tell. But this album was, I liked it a lot. They did their best. Was it perfect? No. I don't think it. Nothing can be perfect without Juice's touch on it. But they do the best they could with what they got. I think this has gone on long enough, and it feels like that whole beating a dead horse till it stops spitting out money type thing. Just gets to a point where why are they really even still doing Juice WRLD Day? What? I don't know, man. It kind of seems like it's just a money-getting circus, not anything to actually honor Juice's legacy or anything like that. It just feels like trying to get as much out of it as possible, and I think everybody's pretty aware of that. But either way, we got some good new music, some stuff we've already heard, and a couple of new songs as well. So, or at least I haven't heard them or seen them around. So, that part is definitely enjoyable. That there was a few surprises on there. So, but the features, there was definitely not as many features as I expected there to be, and definitely not from people who we're used to seeing work with Juice. The usual features are like the Kid Laroi, Ski Mask, Trippie, and people like that. That's just people we're used to seeing him work with. And this album has Eminem, Nicki Minaj. The Kid Laroi is on the album, but not so much as a feature. Offset and Fall Out Boy, which Fall Out Boy was also, they did a song with Lil Peep after he passed called I've Been Waiting, if I'm not mistaken. That song was really good. I enjoyed that song a lot. I think Fall Out Boy has this knack for, they find out about artists who passed, and I think they genuinely enjoy their music, so they reach out to their teams and see just how they could be evolved just because they're, a huge fan of these artists' music, and I think that's pretty cool. Even though it might seem a little corny to some people, it's, to me, I thought that was really awesome. And I enjoyed hearing them on Best Friend. I thought, it was a really good addition. But yeah, songs that stand out to me and that I keep coming back to are KTM Drip, Party by Myself, which was known as Pills in the Regal, well, to me on YouTube and stuff like that. So that one was one that I was pretty happy that it got released. I enjoy that song a lot. I think it's really, good. It's just one of those ones where the melody is awesome, and Juice kind of puts it all together really well, and I'm glad that they slipped that one in there, even if they I think it was called Party by Myself as well. It was just like one of those songs that has a bunch of different names to it. Adore You is also another one that was leak. We've heard it plenty of times, but just to hear it in its final form was really exciting, and I thought it was extremely enjoyable as well. Best Friend, as I said, with Fall Out Boy, really, really enjoyable. I'm glad, like I said, I'm just glad these guys come in and kind of put their own little spin on these songs and work with artists that we like seeing, and even if it's after their passing, it's still pretty cool to see an artist we know from back in the day come through and be on these newer artists' songs. So it's pretty exciting. Oxycodone is another extremely good song. These are just a list of ones that I find myself coming back to and re-listening to, even though the whole album is just awesome and I keep coming back to the whole thing. Kid Laroi has a song in there called Goodbye. It's more like I don't know if it's an interlude. It's it's just a song, but it's definitely a lot about, or it seems to be about, how he's handling Juice's passing, and just moving forward with his own music career and having to move on without his mentor and things like that, in a way to say goodbye to both his legacy as well as, him, his memory, and things like that. Just to say goodbye to that part of your life, I think is a big part of that song. But this definitely shows that he's been through a lot behind the scenes, things that we just simply don't know. So with that being said, I just hope that we get some more great music from him, and he continues to do whatever work on himself he feels is needed to help him with this situation. Because I just can't imagine what how this has all affected him, and what it puts any of them through. But just for this conversation's sake, the Kid LAROI definitely has a ability to put his heart on his sleeve, and really give the fans a glimpse into what he's feeling. And I think that's why Juice was such a big fan of him as well. Juice was the same way. He wore his heart on his sleeve and said pretty much exactly what he was feeling, or at least tried to. But the entire album is great. If you get any time to listen to it, I would absolutely recommend it to anybody. If you haven't checked out Juice WRLD and this is the first thing you're going to be checking him out with, it's completely fine, and it's it will definitely leave a good taste in your mouth, and definitely be satisfied as far as the listen goes. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.